Reddit says I'm the farthest thing from a doctor, but I just want to talk about a few things that if you run them by your doctor or your PT or physio, that maybe they might help get you back on your feet playing a little bit faster. So let's do some things. Let's talk about some things that are free, and then we'll work our way up to maybe a little bit money invested with some huge returns in terms of rehab and just getting yourself moving. So the first thing is breathing. If you're not breathing correctly, that actually might make it so that it's harder for your body to recover properly, right? They say about breathing, they say about a bucket, right? If you have a bucket full of water and you don't dump all that water out, let's say there's 30% of that water left in a bucket full, that's a 100% full bucket, dump out 7%, that means there's 30% left. That means you can only take in 70% of air. You've just limited your capacity by not breathing out all your air. So take this test. Take a deep breath right now as you watch this video. After you took that deep breath, if you took the deep breath and you went like this, right, your shoulders went up, then you might want to check out this video. It's called How to Breathe by Dr. Vranich. Vranich. This is going to help you just breathe more efficiently, and it's going to help you use less energy breathing. The less energy you use while breathing, the more energy that your body can use to do all its processes. So this is something that I wish I learned years ago, and it's completely changed my life. So in 2 minutes, she's going to teach you how to breathe better. And they say, right, players of the same skill level, the one with better stamina is going to win every time. So give this a try. If you can only take away one thing from this video, check that, check her out, her breathing video. It changed my life. I think you'll appreciate it if you haven't been taught how to formally breathe. Because, I've been playing soccer for 27 years, and, I thought I was an athlete. It's like, oh, okay, I've got good endurance. I didn't think I knew how. I thought I was a good breather without being taught formally how to breathe, and it wasn't the case. And I just try and teach this to everyone who I come across because I think it's super helpful. So give it a try. Next thing is, if you search cold showers with Wim Hof, since you sustained a shoulder injury, and then I think you said a fibia injury, something like that. Cold showers are actually going to train your whole vascular system, because as your cells get cold in your whole body, and this is layman's terms, right? I'm not no scientist or anything. Since your whole body's getting cold, that means each cell has to warm up, right? So what it kind of does is train your cardiovascular system, right? It trains your blood vessels. So if you just search cold showers by Wim Hof, this is something that when I started doing it, my mornings, it just changes your energy level. It just wakes you up, and it makes you feel like you can tackle the world. And I don't know the science behind it, but it's something that I never regret. It kind of sucks a little bit as you get in there. You kind of have to calm your breath down. But as you start to do it more and more, it starts to become addicting, because it just wakes you up in a way that it's hard to replicate. And if you have a cold tub or a cold shower, or a bathtub or a shower, just by turning that cold water on for a few minutes in the morning, it can really just change the trajectory of your days and help you feel more energized. So that's something I'd suggest that I do. I don't just suggest it, I do it. I do it every morning. So for what it's worth. Third thing, okay, let's go on to something that's very cheap. This is called an RMT rope. It's just a length of rope as long as you are tall. Right, you can make one at your local hardware store, or you could tie 2 shoelaces together, right? Literally anything that you could find that you can start swinging around. And the reason why this is so powerful is because your body's connected from fingers to toes. So as you swing this rope around, let's say you said you had a hurt shoulder, right? So let's say this is my hurt shoulder, and then this is my hurt leg, and this is your hurt leg. Then that means you could put 1% pressure on your bad leg, 99% pressure on the other one, and then with your good arm, start to swing this around. And it may not seem like it, but now you're developing full body balance. You're working on your breathing. You're working, right? You're developing your ability to understand where your body is in time and space just by swinging this rope around in a low impact way. So right, you can start to get into, right, sink down and work on your range of mobility in your left ankle and your Achilles. You could get tall, right? You could start to get up on your toes of your good foot, still 90%, 99% pressure here, 1% pressure here. And then as you start to develop more and more strength, now I can go 2% pressure here, 98 here, now 90, 97, 93%, right? And then so on and so forth. And it's just going to help you self-diagnose. It's going to allow you to test, like, okay, let's start to develop an awareness of how much pain we're in on a day-to-day basis, because a lot of players, they don't know how to do that. They don't know when they're ready to go back to playing. Using this RMT rope has helped me recover from a debilitating hip flexor injury. I was out for months, and it was only until I started swinging this rope around did I start to get some good energy flowing, got my breath going. And as long as you're not getting into above a 1, a 2, or a 3 in pain, right? Anywhere past a 3, I would start to dial it back, right? You don't want to re-injure whatever, right? You don't want to force it or push it too far, because that's not good. That's not what I want. But I think the goal is, what are some low impact things that are going to help us develop strength and flexibility throughout our whole body without taxing the injured areas, right? So this is a very low impact thing, right? Just by swinging it around, right, you're going to develop full body. It's just balance, right? It's effortless strength through motion, just by swinging this rope around, breathing, one-legged balance, right? Nice and easy. Then you start to put that leg down and then start to shift some weight over and see how it feels, right? So this is something I can't recommend enough. So search David Weck, W-E-C-K, David Weck, RMT rope. Okay, next thing you want to search. That's one thing. I would search, this is a tool. It's called an O2 trainer. And the reason why it's so powerful is because not only is this going to strengthen your core, and as you strengthen your core, it's going to help rehab your body faster. It's going to help you prevent future injuries. It's going to improve your endurance in an effortless way, right? 2 minutes a day, 3 minutes a day with this thing, and you are going to get back a lot faster, because as your breathing muscles improve in strength, that's going to transfer, right? As your cardiovascular system improves, you're pumping good blood throughout your whole body, right? So maybe something that's better than this might be swimming, but not a lot of people have access to a pool or to the ocean in their backyard, right? Or in their house. So this is something that's super low impact, lightweight, portable, cheap in regards to its benefits, right? This strengthens your breathing muscles. So search O2 trainer, Bass Rutten. This thing is so powerful that it's clinically proven to cure asthma, not just tested, clinically proven. So this is the way you use it. Right, there's different settings, holes that make it easier or harder to breathe. So you just So this is a simple way to not only work your core, but strengthen your breathing muscles. And when you start to and gain strength back from your injury, this is going to make it so that your stamina and endurance is going to be right with you. In terms of other things that will help your rehab, hanging. Search Ito Portal hanging. That's Portal. If you have a branch or a tree or some type of overhang that you can start to suspend your whole body up. Even if you can't lift your whole body, even if you can't hang for more than 5, 10, 15 seconds above the ground, or if there's any, right, there shouldn't be pain in your shoulder. As long as there's no pain in your shoulder above a 2 or a 3, this is something that's going to help strengthen your whole body, because it's going to stretch it apart as it's strengthening. Your fingers and hands are going to be engaged, but it's also going to pull traction your wrist, your shoulders, your elbows, and your neck, and it's going to allow gravity to align your spine, right? As you hang, you're going to start to feel this tremendous relief of pressure throughout your whole body, and this is, again, another low impact way to strengthen the areas of our body that aren't taxing your shoulder and your fibia, tibia, and it's just going to give you strength and flexibility in those other areas. So, right, I don't know which one of these things is going to work for you, but hopefully one of the things resonates with you, and that's going to lead to more positive. Right. So if one thing resonates with you, you test all 4 things. You say, oh well, these 2 aren't good, but this one might work. You test it out, and hopefully that helps, and that'll lead to more good things. So hopefully this helps, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.